School sucks. My ex.
It wasn't really anything like that challenging.
When I was in like public school, I thought it was really boring most of the time. Because of that, I just fucked around.
I feel like they're pretty crowded. Classrooms of like 36 or more kids is kind of hard for one teacher to control and to educate.
You can just do whatever you want, get away with anything pretty much. It's just like a playground, but like bigger.
I just like messed around too much. Like I had a lot of different people in high school be like, "Homie, you play too much," and like get mad.
And the discipline system, it's like they're just quick, easy solutions.
I think discipline at school is. It seems really like it hasn't been thought out really. Like it seems really premature or infantile because they're punishing you in the same ways that you're punished when you're like a baby. It obviously is amplified depending on your age, but they're punishing you with like different versions of slap on the wrist.
I always get in trouble, like detention or like, not suspension to that, like, I never got suspended, but I'd get detention and like OCS for talking, like, just doing stupid things, like making weird noises and stuff.
In high school, I felt like the punishment was a little bit ridiculous sometimes. I got sent to OCS for being late to class. We had to stand there for an hour and stare at the clock. We could not do work, and we could not sit, so it was really unproductive.
I went to OCS a lot, and that was just because it was like, I don't want to go to class, let's just go sit in the cafeteria and like mess around with your buddies, that kind of thing. That in-house where you really spent the whole day in there, and that was kind of like a mini vacation. You'd find ways to like kind of sneak away for a little bit or do this and that.
My friends and I would ditch and just go on campus suspension to not do something. And then it's like, it's not even really punishment because like I wanted to get out of something and I got out of something, and sometimes it doesn't even really like make that much of an effect on me.
I feel that the on-campus suspension made me feel like I was a bad student because I was late for reasons out of my control, and I don't think that's a proper way to discipline students.
I was suspended once for fighting, and it didn't make me not want to like go to school, or I guess it was kind of cool because it was before Thanksgiving break, so I got a longer break. But I mean, I wanted to be in school, I guess, because my friends were there, and I didn't really have a big problem being there.
I got like suspended in school, and I was like, whatever, so I don't come to school that day. And then in middle school, I got suspended too many times, so they started doing in-house suspension, and I thought that was even cooler because I got to go to school and see my friends, but I didn't have to go to school and go to class. So it was like the best situation for me was to get on-campus suspension. I mean, that's not really how I should have gone about that, I don't think. But that was cool to me, and that's how they wanted to punish me, so I was down for that. So I don't think it was very effective at all.
I mean, you see people getting expelled and suspended all the time, and they just go to another school, they come back, and it's kind of like a badge of honor for a lot of people. So I don't think it prevents people from misbehaving or doing things. It might almost kind of encourage it in that environment.
Because I figured out you could get through public school without giving a shit the whole time. If you did, like, it was a little more technical in high school to figure out the grading system, but like, if you did all your homework or none of your homework and like got C's on all your tests, like, okay, cool, next year, see you later. So school was stupid. Like, it was super easy. You didn't have to actually like learn anything. You just had to get by. You had to make it through the week, and then you made it through your month, you made it through your year, and then you had a diploma that got you nowhere.
My dad, he's a high school teacher, and he's always giving out referrals and kicking kids out of class, and for him it works in that like little localized environment, the classroom, but as a whole I don't know if it has a resonating effect. But he's one of those teachers I'd imagine like you either love or hate him because he's really cool, but like if you get on his bad side, like he's not gonna like take any shit from you, and he's had kids like swing at him and stuff like that, and he's always been there for like some crazy shit at Jordan. But it's not too bad, I guess. I mean, he says that it's all going to shit because the kids just don't even give a shit in school right now. And I don't even think a disciplinary change can even do anything for it. But, I mean, he's talking about his other teachers and they're still trying and whatnot, so, yeah.
I guess the only like part that really sucked about like the school system was like how easy it was to get away with like really bad things. Like I'm talking about like they were able to bring in like knives into the schools and like just like certain types of weapons like drugs. And they need to like step up the game on that. Like like keep that stuff out the schools because we don't need that.
I believe that schools need to focus more on counseling students that constantly misbehave so they can fix the problem because punishment itself will not fix it.
A solution, I think, for the education system with discipline would be, I think we need to focus a lot on like psychological and emotional and social aspects to why kids even need discipline.
School and they're like talk back to a teacher really like I was just like clowning around. I was just like acting a fool the whole time, just being dumb, being a kid. But
Have you like talked to a counselor before you got like detention or anything, or like?
no, they never had that. Like, well, they did have that there, but that was like for if you're like suicidal or if you're like trying to like an angry person that always gets in fights, or like drug abuse and stuff at school.
Do you think it'd be more effective for you to like?
I would think so, yeah. Because, I don't know, gotta really know what's up with the kid before you can say that he's just, like, guessing. Or he's just, like, not wanting to do certain things. Maybe they're trying to get, like, some type of attention to be like, hey, ask me something, But, I don't know. That could change. It'll be more, like, personal to a certain extent. Like, with his students. Like, not how they do out there in LA. Unified School District.
I don't think public school is really that work oriented. I think you're moving through each grade and then you are gone. It's not like learning stuff.
But, I don't know, made good friends. Still hang out with these guys. And, yeah, I don't know. It's a cool place to meet people.
So not a great place to learn then.
No.